I can't believe I'm saying this, but MOZA Racing is now building flight simulator hardware. What? Yes, MOZA Racing. They started off as an automotive engineering company that also happened to build camera equipment. Decided to move into the sim racing hardware industry, and let me tell you, if you're not a sim racer, you're probably not aware, but when MOZA showed up in the sim racing community, they took over. I mean, they really shook it up. They did everything differently. The prices changed. Now all of the other competitors are trying to keep up. And then they went into the trucking community with a whole roadmap of trucking peripherals. And now, today, we're looking at the MOZA Flight Simulator ecosystem. This is crazy. So far, we're looking at a MOZA joystick base, an actual joystick, a throttle, and rudder pedals. Now, you can tell based on the images that this gear is all very targeted towards the combat flight simulator side of the flight sim community. For example, DCS World, War Thunder. It will work with Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane, but obviously that is a fighter jet joystick and a fighter jet throttle. So let me read off some of the information that I got from MOZA about this new product line. Let's start with the joystick base, which is 9 Newton meters of high torque, providing strong direct force feedback. It's a direct drive joystick base. That is crazy. Accurately replicating the aircraft's response during taxi, takeoff, landing, and turbulence. MOZA also refers to a new software with an intuitive UI design and seamless interaction. It facilitates plug and play convenience and provides a downloadable preset for personalized adjustments. Users can fine-tune control parameters, force feedback intensity, and response characteristics to suit their preference with ease. MOZA's joystick base is crafted from aviation-grade aluminum alloy. It guarantees robustness, mechanical and thermal steadiness, whatever that means, while exuding a sleek and sophisticated look that aligns with discerning user preferences. And MOZA's high-resolution advanced encoder chip elevates the base's ability to replicate flight dynamics with exceptional accuracy. This means your movements, whether subtle or sudden, are faithfully translated, heightening immersion and overall satisfaction. The base is silent. There's no fans, there's no gear sound, there's none of that stuff happening inside the base, which is typical for direct drive technology. We have that in sim racing. Another feature of the base is universal flight stick compatibility. MOZA's system works with flight sticks from all third parties and optional accessories, ensuring smooth integration. This showcases MOZA's dedication to an open and inclusive ecosystem, which basically means this base should be compatible with various other joysticks from like Thrustmaster, Windwing, etc. As for the installation, the base provides flexible installation options like desktop clamping or mounting on a dedicated rig. For example, the Next Level Racing Flight Sim rig. I know a big question for many people is going to be, hey, well, what games, what simulators does this support? And we got a list confirmed from MOZA themselves saying Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane 12, DCS, War Thunder, IL-2, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. Oh yeah, and if you do want to know a little bit more about the MOZA direct drive joystick base, 9 Newton meters is crazy. I do have an unboxing and first look video that you can check out right now. But before you do that, let's move on to the joystick. I can't believe MOZA is making a joystick. But here we are, just like their sim racing gear, made out of aluminum alloy. There's no plastic except for the buttons. A very classic look, honoring the iconic fighter aircraft control stick with a design that replicates its legendary look and feel. The MOZA flight stick evokes the adrenaline of a true fighter pilot. I guess we'll have to see about that. And it has detachable modular components. Interesting. Optimized with additional easily removed switches for multiple use scenarios, the MOZA flight stick is fully user customizable, allowing a blend of classic and innovative features. So a customizable joystick. That's very interesting. I wonder what kind of attachments they may decide to do in the future. So the stick has 24 inputs using ALP switches with universal compatibility, so you don't have to use this joystick with only the MOZA base. You could actually use it with like a Thrustmaster base or a Winnowing or something like that, which is pretty nice. I like that you can kind of use it with your current setup you have already if you like it. And here we have a MOZA throttle quadrant, which looks a lot like, you know, an F18 throttle quadrant. Obviously all the buttons are not necessarily in the right place. You can tell they're kind of just putting, you know, some of the most important things on there, so it's not a replica of an F18 throttle at all, but it is definitely inspired by that. You see the hook there, the jettison switch, the parking brake, the dual throttle. Looks like those switches down there are probably metal, I would assume. We don't have a lot of information about the throttle quadrant yet. All we have is a couple screenshots. And then we have the rudder pedals. It wouldn't be a flight ecosystem without rudder pedals, so I'm glad MOZA has thought that through. And here we have the rudder pedals as well. Looks very beefy, very durable. You can tell it's all made of aluminum and metal. It's definitely spring-based. I'm really curious of just how smooth these pedals are gonna be. And honestly, it's really hard to sell rudder pedals because it's really not until you actually feel them that you know how good they are. So we'll see, is this more of a low budget rudder pedal system, or is this a high-end rudder pedal system? So we'll have to see. Again, not a lot of information on the pedals yet. All we have are these screenshots at the moment. But what I do know is that if you want to be one of the first people to get your hands on and try the new MOZA flight ecosystem, they're going to be at Flight Sim Expo. They're going to have a booth, and I believe all this stuff will be set up at their booth for you to try hands-on yourself. So looking forward to that. I'll definitely have to do a follow-up video to tell you my thoughts after I get my hands on all these things. Again, I already have a video of the base, so definitely check that out next. But guys, welcome MOZA Flight to the community. We'll see how this goes. I'm very intrigued. I'm very interested, and I wish them luck. I really do. I'm all about having more competition in the flight sim space, but we shall see. But guys, that's it for today. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'm out.